Since the early 1900s, Hong Kong has always prided itself on being a vibrant metropolis. At its heart lies the Victoria Harbour, a 40 square kilometre waterway that holds the potential for transport. A potential that our government seems to miss. You see, Hong Kong's policy on the rail or road has left aquatic transportation largely neglected and underutilized.
Hence, aquatic transportation in Hong Kong, such as star ferries, face a multitude of problems, such as being inefficient, having rigid point-to-point routes, being unsustainable by relying on diesel fuels, and also being inequitable, as citizens living by the coast and remote areas could not properly utilize aquatic transportation.
This has to change. Ladies and gentlemen, we are Team Grape from Diocesan Boys School. My name is Max Lee and I aspire to be an environmental scientist.
I'm Ian Lee, a proud advocate of Hong Kong's maritime culture.
And I'm Ethan Fong, a wildlife biologist and vet aspirant.
In this video, we propose a two-tiered solution to fully utilize aquatic transportation in our Victoria Harbour, an offshore mass transit system, and innovative mechanizations into star ferries. Let's dive right into it.
We plan on connecting coastal urban areas through systemizing ferry routes to create an offshore mass transit system. On top of pre-existing lines, we will add 4 more multi-station routes across the harbour. These locations are strategically chosen since they have high traffic flow, improving the efficiency and reducing the inequity of citizens.
Now let's get into the specifics. In short, our proposal is as follows. The star ferries will be powered by wave and solar energy. Said energy will be converted into hydrogen fuel through electrolysis. Lastly, the star ferries will obtain the energy and hydrogen fuel through charging stations. Now all this sounds a tad bit complex, so let's dive into the details. Firstly, we will set up wave energy farms near the harbour mouth. By applying the wave energy potential formula, the rate of wave energy production would be 1920 kilowatts.
Additionally, we will also install solar panels on top of the ferries and besides the wave farms. By using the central pier as a threshold, the panel coverage per pier can be obtained. In total, the solar panels can generate a maximum of 480 kilowatts of energy per pier per hour.
Although the above-mentioned renewable energy sources seem wonderful, the electricity generated needs to be stored in battery packs, which cannot be disposed of sustainably.
Hence, we will electrolyze the electricity into hydrogen gas and charge it into ferries' fuel cells. However, unlike the conventional method of electrolysis, which is expensive, we will take an innovative approach. We will use nitrogen-doped porous nickel molybdenum phosphide sheets with large homogeneous pores to let seawater pass through. Thanks to the metal-nitrogen bonds and surface polyanions present, this sheet is the perfect catalyst to use seawater to electrolyze electricity into hydrogen fuel.
After all this explaining, let's take a look at the numbers. Firstly, the energy consumption of one star ferry in Hong Kong requires 335 kilowatts per hour, according to the Star Ferry Annual Report. Next, by summing up the distance and station per line in our system, the average number of ferries a single charging station needs to and can support is 9. To find the self-sufficiency of our charging stations, we divided the total energy generated by the energy required from the ferries. This leaves us the answer of 75% self-sufficient. Let's bring this vision to life with a comparison by travel via ferry, MTR, and bus from Whampoa to Tamar, focusing on distance, time, and carbon emissions with the calculations shown below.
While the ferry doesn't beat every metric, our goal is not to outdo other forms of transportation, but help coastal areas with limited transport options. Now, at this point, you, as a judge, might be thinking, why does this particular group stand out amongst a sea of competent proposals? Now, that is a great question, and here is our humble answer. Simply put, we are unique, literally. We're utilizing next-generation innovations for quality upgrades in energy. But not only that, are we revitalizing a historically underutilized mode of transport in an efficient, sustainable, and equitable approach. Together, let's turn this vision and materialize it into a reality. Thank you.